Hello, everyone. Ron Monty here, giving you a weekly update. This is Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day to all of you. And to kick it off, now it sounds like you have a nice menu planned for tonight. I know crab cakes was one of them, and that sounds delicious to me. Hopefully, you like them too. Uh, what I'm going to talk about today is some rehash of other information, but I know everyone's chomping at the bit, and I get the question the most. When are we going to open up? So I will get to that one. I believe towards the first of July we'll be able to do breakfast and lunch deliveries to your room. You can't come down, but if you order ahead of time, just like you do your dinner, if you want ahead of time, you'd have to order breakfast and lunch. We can do that for you. So we want to make sure that people always have something to eat. Dinner doesn't change, that's still delivered. So this will just be, if you want breakfast or lunch, that'll be delivered. Now there is a cost for that, just as if the cafe was open. The courtyard, we are trying to get that open. The landscapers will be there to do all the cleanup and get that ready. And then we also want to start doing our plantings. So there are a few of you who we already know are gardeners, and we have some new residents who might be interested in that. So Kristen is going to get together with you and those who might be interested, get with her, so to pick out the type of plants you would like to see in there and maintain throughout the year, so we can get that started. The weather hasn't been on our side very much lately, so hopefully we'll get the plants in before August. Yeah, I'm hopefully that in a couple weeks the weather will be nice and we can start doing these type of things. Always remember to please practice social distancing. That's 6 feet apart. Even when we start opening it up, that 6 feet apart rule will apply for a long, long time. And then your mask. Mask are over your mouth and nose. And I've asked the managers and the employees to get tougher with you, not meanly, but there's a lot of times I go down the hall and I see a resident that has the mask either not on or just over their mouth and not over the nose, and then you see me coming and you lift it right up. So, well, I think that's cute. It also doesn't help anybody. We need you to keep the mask on when you're not in your rooms to protect the staff and your other residents. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's difficult to breathe. Most of us are in them all day, so we totally understand that. But to keep everyone safe and to open this up so we don't get any cases of COVID-19, we need you to help us and help your fellow residents by making sure when you're not in your apartment, your mask is on the full way. Some residents here are more susceptible, to disease, have comorbidities, so anything that you and we all can do to keep everyone safe is the best thing. One of the things, we will be putting out a communication about to all of you to describe more of the opening according to America. I'll let you know that we are using the White House guidelines as things that we can do. The timing is a little up to us, and it's a huge mathematical formula basically, depending on how many cases we have, how many cases in the county, how many cases in the state. So there's a lot of variables associated with that. So for me to give you a date today, I can't, but I will hopefully be able to do it soon. I distributed today to the managers the list of the different phases 1, 2, and 3 as we go through, and as time passes, we'll be able to hopefully do more opening and do more activities. I know the last thing that'll probably happen is that big communal dining where everyone go in the dining rooms again. That will happen eventually, but I don't know when. And it's not going to happen right away. But we can do more social groups. So when we are able to go through phase 1, the knitting club, for instance, can get together. We can have small groups of 10 or less in a room, as long as there's social distancing and everyone wears masks. So at least you get a little bit more socialization. But like I said, there's more information on that to come. We had a meeting today with the leaders of your resident council, and so I shared this with them, and we're also going to get theirs and hopefully your input on communications and how this looks and the best way to communicate to everyone what and when we're doing. So be ready to receive those communications. There's not a lot that'll be opened in the first phase, but we will let you know what that is. But I do want you to know that there is hope and there is light at the end of this tunnel, and we are moving forward together. But please do your part, and I know most of you, I mean 95% if not more, are great at it. There are just a couple residents that I have to talk to occasionally, more often than others, about the social distancing and the wear of the mask. So please ask if you see someone without them, and I'm not around, because I will definitely tell them, just that they respect everybody else's safety and make sure that you have your mask on completely when you're out in your apartment. The final thing I want to say is, or ask for, Kristen is helping me, or us, put together a list. We'd like to have the contacts for your either power of attorney or your emergency contact, so someone we can contact and let them know. So when we put out these letters to residents, is there somebody else you would like us to send correspondence to let them know what's going on? So we'd love to get if you have cell numbers, we'd love to get your cell numbers. We'd like to get your contact cell number and email address. If you could help us with that, it'll be greatly appreciated. One of the things everyone always talks about is more communication. It'll be a big way to help do more communications and more quickly. So I appreciate everyone. Thank you for all you're doing. It's an honor to serve and work with you. If there's anything you need, give us a call, but please enjoy your holiday weekend. Take care.